everyone. Welcome back. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. We get a visit with our friend Babcock at TMZ to get the scoop on today's hottest stories. What's up?
Hey, Maddie. Hey, Jeremy. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on? How's everything?
Oh, it's going good.
good.
We're trucking along. I feel Maddie and I were just talking about how fast, like August went by so fast. September's already halfway over. Like,
Yeah,
where does time go?
I know, it's scary. It actually is scary. Like, you're right. It's like the summer, it just started, and now it's done. Holidays, I don't know where the time goes.
Right.
Okay, quick question. You both, Maddie lived in LA for 8 years. Mike, you've been there a long time. Quick question about LA. Like, here in the Midwest, it's September. It is pumpkin spice everything. Do people go crazy for pumpkin spice in Hollywood?
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, Maddie, you tell me. Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong. But
I'm not a pumpkin spice girl, so I never went out of my way. But I don't know. I guess I didn't really notice it living in LA versus living here now, because it's like the moment it drops, everything.
There? Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start paying. I'll start paying attention. I'll report back.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Just let me. I'm just curious because everything it's fall pumpkin spice.
I'll do some recon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do some recon in the office there. You got a lot of people you can pull from.
Yes.
Perfect. So what's making headlines, my friend?
Kevin Costner and his estranged wife, Christine. I think we've talked about this divorce some. It's a bitter fight. They are seemingly fighting at every single turn. So, she has been losing in court. So they have 3 kids together, and she wanted an astounding $248,000 a month for the kids' child support. Kevin Costner said, hey, I think that is way too much. And he offered $75,000 back. Well, she said no to that because it wasn't enough. So she said, let's take our chances. Let's go in front of the judge. The judge ultimately says, no, it's not going to be 75. It's going to be 63.
Oh!
So she has been losing. So that was the child support issue. Now we have the prenuptial agreement. Now she signed the prenuptial agreement, but there is a lot of indication that she is going to actually challenge the validity of the prenup. She is asking, so before that fight even happens, she is asking for Kevin to pay $885,000 in attorney's fees so she could then have that fight. You know, her attorneys can then look at the prenup and see if, is it actually valid after all? And do we argue, before a judge and try to get it thrown out? But $885,000, that, and then Kevin Costner's attorney obviously says, that's crazy. We can't pay that. That's absurd. And they say that's over like 1,100 hours of billable hours that the attorneys would have to put in to equal $885,000. So the point is that they're basically bitter enemies with one another right now, and they're fighting over everything in court. But Kevin has been on a bit of a win streak in court, and we'll see if it continues here.
Talk about the never-ending divorce story. This started how many months ago, Babcock?
Yeah, no, it's a while. I mean, you remember he said he was completely blindsided by this. He did not know that it was coming.
Right.
And ever since then, it's been drama. Nothing but drama. Really, they've been fighting, and a lot of it's been public. And, it's
Michael. Do you know this? And again, and you may not know. I'm just curious because to me, I remember them being married and happy for so many years. Have they said what was the root of their divorce? Had they been having problems for years? What was the issue to have this happily married couple, you would think, with kids, turn so vicious?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I don't know the answer to it, and I think that's what a lot of people wondered. And I think that's what Kevin would probably say if he was talking and being honest, that it sounds like he didn't even know. So if he wasn't aware that there were issues or if, that the issues were bad enough that she was thinking about ending the marriage, it'll be interesting to find out one day if we do. But it's been ugly. It's been one of the more ugly ones.
I guess it's not in my character, but the audacity to say, hey, soon-to-be ex-husband, your lawyer, you're going to pay for my lawyers to question the prenup. Girl,
just you have to pay me more than.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, right.
Here's my thing with prenups, Michael. The thing with prenups is if you're going to sign it and do that, the person who's trying to protect, like Kevin Costner went in having the money, it sets a new precedent for prenups in general. If you're going to everybody's going to fight the prenup. It's there to protect you for a reason.
No,
and
that's
if you
a great
overthrow
point.
that, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think who else where, it seems like every celebrity marriage that's ending, it does seem like a lot of them do end. It does seem like we're always having the conversation, well, are they going to fight the prenup? And, we'll see.
Like, it's a legal document for a reason.
Crazy. I know,
Exactly.
right? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So it's all a long shot. Even if she ultimately decides to challenge it, the likelihood that she wins is it's probably a long shot at best, I would say.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What else in the news?
So Jonathan Majors, he's got some stuff going on. He's, his ex-girlfriend had made some accusations against him in March. So, you had this guy who was, I think he was like the hottest actor, the hottest new or young actor in Hollywood. Has had a lot going on, but he recently kind of played hero for some kids or kind of stepped in when there was a high school fight. So there was an In-N-Out fast food restaurant next to Hollywood High School in Hollywood. And he was over there. He says he was basically picking up lunch, getting a burger. And there were two girls that were fighting each other. And he actually stepped in and broke up the fight. And, didn't have to do it, but decided to get involved. Didn't want anybody to get hurt. So we ended up then seeing him and talking to him. And he said, I didn't know him or anything. I just happened to be going to get some food and I saw these two girls fighting. Didn't want anything bad to happen. So I stepped in. So, it's got some controversy surrounding him right now. We'll see what happens, but I think that was certainly a good deed on his part.
I would say this good deed, do you think it was done with the intention of, hey, I'm actually a really good guy, even though I got all this stuff going on?
I don't. That crossed my my cynical mind. No, I don't think so. I think you've heard a lot of people say he is a good guy, so I don't know. I've never talked to him, but
Michael,
I think,
full disclosure, I just had to Google who he was. I'm not part of that universe.
But once you saw him, do you recognize his face?
Yeah, I just Googled him, but again, I'm not part of that part of the celebrity world. I don't watch those movies. Is it the Marvel universe he's a part of, or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. And his career was like rocket ship. It was really going well for him. And then in March, he was dating this woman and she said that he slapped her in the taxi cab and he was hit with all these charges and he has fought back. I mean, he has in many ways gone on the offensive. They've shown, the girlfriend claims she was hurt. Well, they have this surveillance video of her out partying that night in a New York City bar. So he has fought back to some degree, and we'll see ultimately what happens with those charges. But he was one of, if not the hottest actor in Hollywood. He really was.
Wow. Well, Michael, thank you for all the inside scoop. Keep following us up on Kelsey Anna Swifty.
Yes, absolutely.
Just want to know.
And also,
I would.
When you go visit LA, the In-N-Out by the Hollywood High School, top notch, really good.
Oh, I haven't eaten there in so long.
Right, you might have to break up a fight or two.
Have to break up a fight or two, but hey, we'll be talking about you.
All right, thanks so much, Michael. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right, you can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m. Coming up, we're heading to Buffalo Run Casino and Resort right after this. I haven't had In-N-Out in so long.
Oh, God, we got it.
Bye, Michael.
We got it.